Hello to all the engineers over there, the aspiring aspirants to get placement for the 2026. I welcome you all to the platform of Prep Insta. This is Divyank Srivastav and you know me well as your aptitude mentor. So let me know in the comment chats if my voice is audible to all of you and if the screen is visible to you, so that we can start the session. We are heading towards the roadmap towards the placement exams that are focused for 2026 batch student. Meanwhile, I am just having another session, very interesting session, which you will be learning, which you will be studying for the very first time. I am checking out your comments, so that please do let me know in the chats box if my voice is properly audible. So, with the commencement of July and August, numerous companies, numerous opportunities are coming at your step and they are coming for the placement of yours. All your dreams, goals and aspirations are going to be fulfilled once you are having an offer letter. But for that matters, all required is your consistency and your resilience toward the particular exams. So, we have come up with a series of sessions through which not only we are targeting the placement exams, but also we will be ending the phobia, the entire phobia, the fear of quants. I will ask you for the 4 elements for that. But you have to promise me that you are taking the pen, having the notebook, having a good mind, and with all due concentration and focus you are going to attend this particular session, right? So, today we will be covering the chapter of syllogism as well as the ratio and proportion from the quantitative aptitude portion, which are most crucial and which are most scoring as far as your exams are concerned. So, for the next 1 hour, I need your utmost dedication, I need your engagement towards the class, and in this particular session, I am going to deliver 25 questions, near about 25 questions. So, you have to maintain a healthy competition in between the examination, in between the sessions, and by the end of this particular session, I will ask you how many questions have you attempted correct as well. So, 25 questions I will be giving to you and I need your engagement, right? So, let us wait for another 30 seconds so that most of the students can join the sessions, and then we will have this particular interactive sessions with you. Okay, so today would be aptitude for placement day 2, right? And we are going to solve with the particular concept of syllogism. If I ask you syllogism, if I ask you about what is basically syllogism, so abhi you are not familiar with the particular chapter, but by the end of this particular session, I promise you that you are going to nail this particular topic and you will never do any sort of mistakes in your actual placement drives, right? So, as usual, this is a ritual for you, it's a daily ritual for you to just go and follow us on all the social media handles, so that you don't miss any of the particular hiring related information or regarding like internship regarding opportunities, right? So, first of all, I have to make you familiar with the chapter of syllogism. Syllogism, as the name says, it is a form of logical reasoning using deductive arguments. Whenever we have some sort of deductive arguments, whenever we are given with some sort of a statement, and from that particular statement we have to form some sort of conclusion or the logic, right? So, we are using syllogism. It is used in everyday life to improve our decision making and the problem solving skills as well, right? If you talk about different example, then I can give you an example as well. Just wait, a very crisp, a very easy example. Suppose we have Vaibhav here, okay? Suppose we have a Vaibhav here, one of our student, okay? Vaibhav got scolded by his father, that Vaibhav, you didn't score good marks in actual examination. So Vaibhav papa se kya kahega? What does Vaibhav will reply to the father? That Papa ji or father, I have secured much better score comparatively to the other student, But when he is talking that suppose it represent the score of Vaibhav, and Vaibhav is saying that I have scored better marks than other student. So this other would be the overlapping section or the section which is common in both the parts. It represent the syllogism, basic syllogism. Okay, so let us move forward with the other statement as well. So this is the brief layout, this is the brief highlights what we are going to study in this particular chapter, that is all positive, all base Venn diagrams or sum plus sum. Okay, sum plus sum based Venn diagrams, all plus sum based Venn diagrams, all plus no sum, either or base or possibility based Venn diagrams. Okay, there are many methodologies to solve the question which are based on the syllogism, but primarily we are going to focus on the Venn diagrams. Why so? Because in examination we don't have to take any risk. ठीक है, वहां पे in particular examination, in our particular placement examination, each and every marks count. एक नंबर से सिलेक्शन होगा, एक नंबर से रिजेक्शन होगा. By just 1 marks student fail to cross the cut off marks, और उसकी वजह से he or she has to face a lot of rejection in real life as well. वो self motivation होता है ना, self willing zeal, सब कुछ नीचे आ जाता है just for the 1 marks. तो here we are not going to take any risk, आराम से करेंगे, and with the help of Venn diagram only I am going to deliver this particular topic, right? Okay, so first of all I am checking out your comments as well. Video is buffering. Okay, might be there would be some sort of net issue from your end. Is video buffering? Are other students facing the same problem as well? Do let us know in the chat box. Is there any buffering issue from our end? Okay, first of all you need to understand what is all statement. It is a positive statement, and positive statement can be all statement. Suppose I say this can be particular representation of all A or B, that is A and B represent the subject and object of the element. ठीक है, तो all A or B, A would be the subject and B would be the object, right? So how we are going to relate it? If this particular diagram represent A, that is all elements of A. So if all elements of A are B, that means A would be the subset of B, that is all the elements which belong to A would be automatically belong to B as well, right? Acha, let us give you an example. For an example, if I say all the people who belong to Lucknow, if this particular diagram represent all the native people of Lucknow, I can say all the people who belong to Lucknow are automatically the natives of UP as well, and all the people who belong to UP are Indian as well. So all the people who belong to Lucknow, ठीक है, तो inside circle represent all the natives, all the elements which belong to Lucknow. Outside will represent all the natives from Uttar Pradesh, and exterior one, the outer one will represent the India as well. ठीक है, so in this particular scenario, this would be the ideal particular diagram. Now check out other representation as well. This would be ideal case. Case can be also redrawn in this particular type. It could be also drawn in this particular type. This could be also a positive representation of all A or B. Now focus on this particular diagram. Okay? Focus on this particular diagram. What is this? This represent that diagram of A, elements of A overlap with elements of B. That is, all the elements of A are elements of B as well. Why we are so sure? Because it is mere a possibility. It is mere a possibility. It could be a possibility, but there is no definite statement which is clear, which is being clear from here. It can be a possibility as well. Okay? Acha, how you are going to relate it? Just understand a situation. Just understand a situation. Okay? Suppose you just went out, you just come out to the street. You saw few of the little kids are playing there. ठीक है, few of the little kids are playing there. You just passed a remark, you just gave a general statement that some of the student, some of the children, some of these particular student are very naughty. Now consider this statement. देखो, for an instant there are multiple n number of students or number of children who are playing outside your home. ठीक है, अब you personally know 2 or 3 of them. Suppose you know these 3 people and you have given the general statement that some of the student who are playing outside my home are very naughty or notorious. ठीक है, अब there is can be possibility that the children whom you are not known with, you are not familiar with, they are also notorious or they are also naughty. So general statement could be all the students are also naughty as well. ठीक है, so if I say all the children who are playing outside, ठीक है, are naughty and this particular represent all the students who are naughty. So this could be ideal situation that some of the children who are playing outside are naughty as well. But there could be also possibility that this C is equal to N, that all the children who are outside are naughty, right? So this could be a possible statement as well. Some statement can be rewritten in the form of, just look at the diagram very carefully. This represents sum, right? That is, this would be the sum case, that is sum would be overlap. There would be a common shape. So we can say some of element belong to B as well. Some of the element of A belong to B as well, right? Some element of A belong to B as well. ठीक है, अब कैसे, how we are going to define it? There are n number of examples through which we can define this particular problem. ठीक है, for an example, if I can say if this particular diagram represent the number of students who are into class 12th, so we can say some of the students of class 12th are enrolled in dummy school as well. Some of the students of who are currently in class 12th are enrolled in dummy school as well. So this would be the intersection part, or we can say this would be represent the common section. That means the elements, the number of students who are inside this particular diagram would be that particular some student of class 12 that are in dummy school as well. Okay, so this would be the ideal situation. This would be the ideal situation. It could be a possibility, it could be a possibility, it could be a possibility. ठीक है, देखो यहाँ पे भी possibility हो सकती है, right? Because some A are also B, some A are also B, because this is the common section. If I talk with context with this particular diagram, here too we can say some of the elements are B, right? And here too we can say some elements of A belong to B. So these are all possibilities. Just wait for a few minutes and I will clear all your doubts regarding what are the possibilities and what is evident sentence, what is a definite sentence. Now, moving with the third statement, which is no statement, For an example, if I say no A or B, that is none of the elements of A will belong to B. If this particular diagram represent all the members of A, then no elements of A will belong to B. That will showcase that there would be no intersection part. So in that particular scenario, we can represent it by this particular symbol. Okay. For an example, if I say a person who is from Bangalore, people who belong to Bangalore, or people who are originally from Bangalore, and this represent people who are belong to Lucknow. So we can say that all the natives of Bangalore will never ever overlap with natives of Lucknow, because they both are from different states as well as cities as well, right? So this is the classic representation of no A or B, right? Now let us move to the last particular statement, which is some not element, okay. So how we can represent some A or not B? just imagine a situation where this clearly represent that all the elements of A. Now this is represent the elements of B, right? But there is a condition that some A are not B. That means the elements, some of the elements which belong here will never be a part of B, will never be a part of B. Now how I can say that? How I can say that? Just take an example here. Okay, this portion which is outside this cross portion, this all available portion can be a part of B, can be not a part of B. It could be certainty here, but what is very certain here is this part of A will never be a part of B. That's why we are using some A are not B. With the help of particular question, we are going to understand these particular equation in a very comprehensive way, in a very easier way. Just wait for a few seconds, right? Okay. Now what we have to keep in mind here is there are 4 types of sentences only on which there are numerous questions that are going to come. And student, if you are targeting, just I am checking your comments. Okay, and if you are targeting any of the government examinations, or you are in a state of dilemma or a confusion, that you find it hard to opt between whether you should go for the GATE, GRE, GMAT, or for defense examination, or for banking examination, or state based examination, you would be very wonder to know that these type of question will be asked in each of the particular assessment examination. Or if I talk with regard to the banking examination, so 5 questions directly come in banking examination, all the banking. You can just take out your phone and you can just Google it around. What is the examination weightage of syllogism? 5 questions directly come. So you can't afford to miss a single marks in this particular question. 8 questions is selection, and with just one correct or incorrect answer you will face the rejection as well. So first statement would be all A or B. How all A or B can be represented? It is the ideal situation, that is all A or B. So A would be the subset of B. All the elements of A will belong to B as well. Some A or B, that is how we are going to represent it in this way. There would be a overlap, there would be a common sharing portion between A and B. Now when we are talking with regard to no A or B, that means none of the element can be an element of B as well. None of the element can be element of B. So what we are using a symbol here, that is cross symbol, that is there would be no overlapping of the elements of A and B. And at last we have some A or not B, some A or not B. That means if this represent the symbol of A and this represent the B, right? So this particular element can never be a part of B. Okay, that means the rest of the area can be or cannot be a part of A, but we are very definite, we are very sure, we are very evident that this part, this particular part can never be a sub part of B. There is a portion in the circle of A which is outside the circle of B. Got it? So first of all, we need to understand few of the pointers which you should know before we just jump over to the questions, right? So first approach would be, what are the types of statement and what are the types of conclusion, and what is the best criteria to figure out what could be the possible conclusion. ठीक है, अब बहुत ध्यान से देखना. देखो, here you will be given with statements. The statement could be positive statement, it could be negative statement as well. It could be positive statement or it could be negative statement as well, right? For example, it could be some, and here it could be all, and it could be some, not, or no A or B in that particular scenario, right? Now come to the conclusion part. Conclusion would be in such a way that it could be a definite conclusion, a definite conclusion, or it could be undefined or undefined, or I can say indefinite conclusion. Sorry, it would be indefinite, which is not fixed conclusion. Okay. Now listen to this point very carefully before we actually jump into the question. अब देखो कोई statement होगा and following which we have to find out the conclusions, right? Conclusions. अब बहुत ध्यान से एक चीज समझना है यहाँ पे pointer. The pointer which I have to emphasize is definite conclusion. What is definite conclusion? Just look at the things that I am going to highlight. Something which is very obvious, something which is very obvious, which is very evident, and which is very clearly said, right? अच्छा देखो, I know you are going to study these particular type of question for the very first time, but believe me, just 20 minutes more, and after that particular 20 minutes you are going to solve each of the questions very correctly. But for that matters, your attention, your focus really matters to me. अब देखो statement क्या होगा? What is going to be a statement? A statement, just take it as a universally calling or a universal calling, which at any cost you have to follow, or there are some sort of rules, there are some sort of regulations, there are some sort of guidelines which you have to follow. अब जैसे कि if I talk about the family ना, तो who is going to make the rules for the family? Generally father. तो जैसे father के जो statement होते हैं, no one is going to violate that particular statement. No one is going to just break down that particular statement. So statement को हमेशा ऐसे कर लो, father's call. Father's call. And conclusion, as a family member which we have to follow, which we have to just proceed with, right? So always the conclusion that are given to us, it should be very obvious, evident, clearly said, and it should be very definite. Definite. Then only the conclusion would be considered to be a true conclusion. Then only the conclusion is said to be a true conclusion. But in case of if it is a vague statement, if something is vague, uncleared, or undefined, और इट्स अ मेयर पॉसिबिलिटी, सो अगर सिर्फ पॉसिबिलिटी है तो वो कंक्लूजन क्या होगा? एब्सोल्युटली फॉल्स कंक्लूजन होगा. इट शुड बी एब्सोल्युटली फॉल्स कंक्लूजन, राइट? नाउ गोइंग अहेड विद द क्वेश्चंस. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. आई एम गिविंग यू अ टाइमर ऑफ 20 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds to you so that you can solve this question and write down your answers very honestly in the chat box of this particular session. I am checking out your comments. 6 seconds more to you. Just try out to find out the right answer by your own first. Okay, I think you all have attempted the question, and now it's the high time that you are going to give the correct explanation as well as the answer. Write down whatever options you feel is the most accurate, is the most correct answer. Okay, all tables are factories. Just go as per the statement and form the Venn diagram as per the given statement to us. All tables are factories. That means this would signify that all elements are tables, and it represent the outermost Venn diagram is for factories. So all tables are factories. That means all the elements which belong to tables are automatically the factories, right? So table would be inside and outside would be the diagram for factories. Why I am using just initial letters so that I can just improvise my speed and reduce my time consumption to write the whole thing. All pencils are factories. Now, all pencils are factories. Okay? So, it is the ideal indication, it is the ideal representation of the statement. First of all, just listen to me. One thing, that whenever you are going to solve any question as far as your syllogism chapter is been concerned, never ever use any of the assumption by your own. ठीक है? और यहाँ पे common sense भी use मत करना, है ना? There is a high chances that if the student are studying this particular chapter for the very first time, so they get highly confused कि how tables are going to be factories and how pencils are going to be factories. Examiner is not going to check whatever the logic you are using. They just have to get an idea whether you have studied the chapter's logism in your academics or not, right? So, also remember, if there is a no direct relation between tables and pencils which are given in the statement, ठीक है? अगर कोई direct statement, there is no direct statement, there is no direct relation between tables and pencils, so never just overlap both the diagrams. ठीक है? So always go with the statement, take it as a patthar ki likir or something which is very defined, a father's call or the rules that are meant by the fathers, and always remember conclusion will never violate the given statement. जो conclusions given होंगे, it will never violate the given statement. ठीक है? Never violate to the actual statement, right? So a statement would be something like a general statement or general sentence, and conclusion will never violate. One more thing, one more pointer that you have to keep in mind is, if there is a no direct relation between the subject and object, you will never overlap the Venn diagrams. Now come to the conclusion part. Some tables are pencils. Are we sure that some of the tables are pencils? There is no overlapping, and we are not being said in any of the statement, any of the relation between tables and pencil directly. So when we are not clear, something which is undefined or indefinite, something which can be a possibility but not surety, so there is no surety with it. So if there is no surety with it, we can say this conclusion would be a false conclusion. Now coming to the second particular conclusion here, some pencils are tables. Some pencils are tables, we are not sure about it. It can be, it cannot be, because in none of the statement we are being given any relation between pencils and tables. So if there is no relation, we can say both the conclusion are absolutely wrong. So what would be the right option? Right option would be if neither conclusion first nor second follows. So if this particular question is clear to you, is it clear to you? Just write yes or no. Or if you have any confusion, any doubt in your mind, you can state down in the comment chats and I will make you to understand this question for once again. Now coming to the second general statement, that is, all the singers are dancer, all the dancers are actors. Coming to the conclusion part, all the actors are dancers, all the singers are actors. So what I am going to do is, I can draw the particular Venn diagram so that without any problem, without any delay, you can understand the particular concept as well. All the singers are dancers, all the singers are dancers, right? This particular diagram represents the elements of singers and outside will represent the elements of dancer, and all the dancers are actors. All the dancers are actors. So to represent the actors, we use the initial letter, that is A. Now if I ask you about what would be the right conclusion, now checking out the conclusion, all the actors are dancer. Can all the actors be dancer? No. Why no? Because all dancers are actors. But if I talk with all actors can be dancer, it can be, it cannot be. There is no particular surety. This is undefined particular sentence. It is not clearly said. So we can say this statement would be a false statement. It is not defined, it is not, it is indefinite sentence. Coming to the second conclusion, all the singers are actors. So singers is inside, so it can be actors as well. So this particular conclusion is correct. That's why we can say option number B would be the correct answer. That is, if only conclusion second follows. If you get confused with this particular statement, now I give you a more crisp example so that you can understand it better. As I have said, all the people who belong to Lucknow belong to Uttar Pradesh as well, and all the states which come inside Uttar Pradesh, inside India, are a part of India as well. So in this way, all the people, all Lucknow people belong to Uttar Pradesh, and all Uttar Pradesh people belong to India as well. Now, if I talk with regard with the reverse syllogism or reverse statement, so can I say all the people who are Indian are UP as well? All Indian are UP as well? No, because when we talk about the outer shell, the outer diagram, it comprises of different states. This state is a subset of the outermost shell, but outermost part consists of different elements. So reverse statement cannot be true. If I say all I are you, so it would be a false statement. If I say all you are I, so it would be a true statement. If I say all L are I, that is all the people who belong to Lucknow are I, Indians, so this would be the correct statement. But if I talk about vice versa, all I are you, it would be another absurd, it would be wrong statement. Coming to the next question, some chocolates are brown and some candies are chocolates. So for chocolates, we represent as CH, these are browns, some candies are browns, some candies are chocolate. So if we represent candies, right, so C and CH represent candies and chocolates. Coming to the conclusion part, some chocolates are candies, some chocolates are candies, definite, because we are very sure about it. There is some sort of common sections, so we are definite about it. It is very clear, it is very evident, it is very obvious sentence, so we are sure about it. Candy is a brown. There is no direct relation between candy and brown. It can be possible, it cannot be possible, but we are not sure about it. And wherever we have something which is indefinite, which is not sure, we can say this would be a false statement. So right conclusion would be only conclusion 1 will followed, right? Is it clear? Okay. Acha, I'm just giving you example. If this question comes in your actual examination, how you are going to solve. Okay. I'm just going to solve. I'm just going to ask you one question. If a statement is given, just look the question very carefully. Just listen to it. Sum A or B. It is the first particular statement, and the second particular statement is sum B or not A. And if I draw a diagram of sum A or B, let us say this is the general diagram. So can this particular conclusion be possible? Can this conclusion be possible? That is sum B or not B A. So are we sure about it? If this statement is given, that is sum A or B, and the conclusion here is sum B or not A. This is the general ideal Venn diagram for sum A or B. So on the basis of this, just let me know in the comment chats if this conclusion is true or is it as a false conclusion. What would be your answers? Try to be more interactive in the classroom so that we can just not only end this particular chapter, but also we can just run away, just end the phobia of this particular chapter. Okay. So from here, sum A or B, we are clearly mentioned that some elements of A belong to B. If conclusion is being asked, some B are not A, some B are not A, we are not sure about it. So this would be a false statement. This would be a false statement. Why so? Because we clearly can see that some of the elements of B are not in elements of A, but we are not sure about it. There is no definite sentence in that. It is, the picture is very vague, the picture is not clear, so we can say it is a false statement. Okay, यहाँ पे कोई भी चीज defined नहीं है. It can be, it cannot be, right? Because some A or B, if I talk with some A or B, na, so it could be also A is equal to B, right? Moving with the another question, some stems are root, all the roots are mangoes, and conclusion part is all the mangoes are roots, some stems are mangoes. I am giving you 20 seconds to solve by your own. So just remember, conclusion, whenever we are given with the conclusions, there could be two parts, true and false. True would be wherever we have some sort of certainty or definite statement is given or clearly said, right, or something which is very obvious. And false statement would be where we are not sure about, where there is a uncertainty, or we can say indefinite sentence, or something which is vague, which is mere a possibility, right, or something which is not clear, you can say unclear, something which is unclear. It would be a false conclusion. Now coming to the particular question, some stems are root, all the roots are mangoes. You can take a screenshot as well, so that whenever you have to attempt the rest of the question, you can take the help of these particular highlights or these particular pointers. Okay. Now coming to the actual questions, some stems are roots, some of the stems are roots. Okay, all the roots are mangoes, all the roots are mangoes. This would be the ideal particular Venn diagram. All the elements of roots are mangoes as well. Now coming to the conclusion part, all the mangoes are roots. Are we sure that all the mangoes are roots? It's a vice versa situation, it's a reverse logarithm question, and so this particular statement we are not sure about. This would be a false statement. All the roots can be mangoes, it is been given, but all the mangoes are not roots. Some stems are mangoes, some of the stems are mangoes, definitely, because they are having some sort of overlapping, they have some sort of elements, common elements. So what would be the right answer? The right option would be, if conclusion second follows, that is option number B, right? Yes, Prajakta and Jaya has answered the right answer. Okay, they have given the right answer, the correct one. Now coming to the next question, all phones are calls, no call is toffee. So let us draw the diagram. All phones are calls, that means this diagram, and no call is a toffee, that is there would be no intersection from calls to toffee. The elements from call will never go outside to this particular diagram. Conclusion would be no phone is toffee, definitely, because phone is a subset of the bigger particular diagram, that is all the elements of phone belong to the calls, and phone and toffee can never overlap, they never have a particular common section, and all calls are phones, all the calls are phones. So it is a reverse statement, this is a false statement, because we can't say, we aren't sure about it, there is no certainty in it, there is no defined particular statement. So both the particular sentences, both the particular conclusion are individually wrong. That's why we can say if neither conclusion first nor second follows. That is option number D. Correct. Moving with the next question. All trainers are executive, no executive is an officer, all the officers are manager. So how we are going to solve this question? First of all, with the help of diagram, we have to analyze the particular situation. All trainers are executive, that is all the trainers are executives. Fine. No executive is an officer, with executive can never be a part of officers, and all officers are managers. All the officers are managers. Right. Now coming to the conclusion part, this would be the ideal Venn diagram of the given statement. Now coming to the conclusion part. Okay. No trainer is an officer. If executive cannot be officer, then trainer can also be not a part of officer, because it is a subset, it is the inside circle. So we can say this particular statement is a correct statement. Now coming to the second particular conclusion, which is all trainers being manager is a possibility. There is a hidden logic here, which I am going to tell you right now. Dekho, keep a note of this particular sentence. Always whenever we are given with the word possibility, what does possibility define? It says that it can be or it cannot be, right? That means whenever possibility word is used, it shows something which is unsure, where we are not surety about it. It can be, it cannot be happens. So all trainers being managers is a possibility. Now check in the statement sentences. In the statement sentences, if there is a direct relation between trainers and managers. So there is no direct relation between trainers and managers. So this particular possibility statement would be a right statement. Right. Now you must be wondering now how trainer can be manager as well, because there is no relation between this particular executive and officer. It is clearly mentioned here, but since we are using the word possibility, agar possibility na hota, if there is no possibility word here, right, so it would be a false statement, it would be a wrong statement. But since we are using the letter, the word possibility here, that defined the unsurety, that defined the chances of having something, or the probability. It could be a probable particular conclusion. It can be, it cannot be. That's why this could be the ideal situation. Now coming to the ideal situation, देखो कभी भी अगर possibility word लगा है तो इसका एक और diagram we can draw. How we are going to solve this? Just see this particular situation. All trainers are executive, right? Now no executive is an officer. No executive is an officer. Okay, all the officers are managers. So we can draw the manager diagram in this scenario like this. This could be a possibility ना, तो यहाँ पे possibility लग गया, ठीक है? That's why we are considering as a right conclusion. अगर possibility word ना होता यहाँ पे, तो it would be a false conclusion. But since there is a possibility word, so it could be a possible reason ना, right? चलो next statement. No stars is planet. Some planets are papers. All the papers are glass. No stars is planet. So none of the stars belong to the Venn diagram of, or the elements of planets. Some planets are papers. Some planets are papers. And all the papers are glass. That means it is enclosed with the diagram of glass. Now coming to the conclusion part. No glass is planet. No glass is planet. But glass and planet are already having a common section. They are overlapping each other. They have a common element here. So this particular conclusion would be false conclusion, because it is violating the given statement. Now coming to the second particular conclusion. At least some glasses are planets. At least some glasses are planets. So yeah, definitely at least some glasses are planet. It is very evident here. It is very obvious here. It is clearly visible here, right? It is defined here, it is very definite sentence here. So we can say this particular sentence would be the right one. Right answer would be only conclusion B would be followed. Okay, moving ahead with the another question. All violins are guitars, all guitars are bed, no bed is sofa. Okay, so all the violins are guitars, that means it is enclosed with the guitars, and all guitars are beds, and no bed is sofa. No bed is sofa here. So bed and sofa will never have a common section, they will never intersect each other. Is it clear? Right. Now coming to the conclusion part, no guitar is sofa. Okay. Ab, since it is a father's call, it is a father statement, take it as a patthar ki lakeer, something which can never be violated. No guitar is sofa. So if it is said in the statement, if it is given in the statement that bed can never be sofa, then the elements which are inside can never go outside this particular boundary wall. So no guitar is sofa is a correct statement, right? Some violins being sofa is a possibility. Some violins being sofa is a possibility. Here is the word possibility, but here is a catch. What is that particular clause here? Before starting this particular chapter, I have told you that conclusion will never violate to the statement if it will never violate to the original statement. Some violence being sofa is a possibility. When it is clearly mentioned in the particular statement that no bed is sofa, that means there is a boundary wall here outside. So the elements of violence can never be a sofa possibility. So this particular statement would be a false statement. Right answer would be if only conclusion first follows. Is it clear? Okay, study with me asking about the timings. Okay, classes will be generally conducted by 5 to 6:30, 5 to 6, or it would be started from 6. But yeah, it would be in evening only, so that even if you are taking the classes along with your academics, along with your jobs, along with your colleges, you can have enough time to settle down and attend the classes, right? I guess most of the students who are attending the session are currently enrolled in colleges, right? So for your feasibility, for your ease only, we have make this particular classes feasible in the evening sessions only. Next question, all money are mat. Some mat are loin, no loin is a clock. Let us solve this question. All money are mat. So let us define money with the help of my. If this represent money and this represent the mat, some mat are loin, some mat are loin. Okay, no loin is a cog. So there is a no intersection of loin and cog, and then all tiger are cogs. So tiger are inside the section of cog. Now coming to the particular conclusion part. First conclusion is all money can never be tiger. Okay, just understand this particular situation, can never be. What it defined? It is also a abbreviation, a synonym of possibility. It is also used for the possibility word. And possibility could be only true in such a way if it is not violating the general statement. Possibility तभी true हो सकती है जब जनरल स्टेटमेंट गिवन स्टेटमेंट को वो वॉलेट कंक्लूजन ना कर रहा हो. नाउ चेक आउट द पर्टिकुलर कंक्लूजन. ऑल मनी कैन नेवर बी टाइगर. ऑल मनी कैन नेवर बी टाइगर. देखो, देयर इज अ नो डायरेक्ट रिलेशन बिटवीन मनी एंड टाइगर. लॉयन एंड कॉग कैन नेवर इंटरसेक्ट, बट या देयर कुड बी पॉसिबिलिटी that money and tiger can be overlap. Okay, so this possibility would be a wrong possibility. Now coming to the second question, all mats can never be cocks. All mats can never be cocks. Definitely, it is very definite. Why it is very definite? Because some part of this particular mats belong to loins as well, and loins can never be cocks. Loins can never be cog. That means this statement would be a right statement. So answer would be only second conclusion will be followed up, right? Okay, let us move to another question. Some cars are houses, some houses are planes, some cars are houses, some houses are planes. Conclusion would be some planes are cars and no plane is car. Okay, I am giving you a time of 20 seconds and you have to answer this question by your own. What would be the answer? I think now your fundamentals, your basics are good enough to solve these types of questions, right? What would be the right answer? You have 10 more seconds. Okay, Priyansh has answered option number C. Okay, it could be a possible answer. Okay, what about other student? Take it as a healthy competition, because all we have a just one unique goal, and that goal is to attain that particular placements. Okay, Coding Life has answered B, option B. Prithvi has also answered A. So we have variation of answers, right? Just 5 seconds more and then we will start this particular question. Okay, let us end this. Okay, whatever the particular statement is given, some cars are houses, some houses are planes. Now conclusion part, some planes are cars. Are we sure that some planes are cars? There is no intersection point, there is no common relation between planes and cars. No planes and cars are being given, there is no relation between planes and cars given in the statement section. So we are not sure about it. It can be possible, it cannot be possible. There is no defined particular statement, or there is no clarity about thing, or whenever we have no clarity we can say it is a false statement. Now coming to the second conclusion, no plane is car. We are not sure about that whether plane is a car or not. It can be possible, it cannot be possible. Can we say D is the right option? Can we say D is the right option? No. Just relate, try to relate this particular. Suppose I saw there is a person. I just saw a person from a quite distance, right? I'm not sure about his or her gender. I passed the remark that he can be a man. He can be a man. So if this person is a man, if this person is a man, he cannot be a woman, right? And if this person can be a woman, if this person can be a woman, he cannot be a man. ये लॉजिक समझ में आया? अब नाउ कमिंग टू दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, if some planes are cars, just try to translate in your mother tongue. If some planes are cars, if this is a wrong statement, then this needed to be correct. No plane is car would be correct, right? Because these are the reverse of each other. Some and no are the reverse word which are reverse word of each other. If no plane is car, is incorrect sentence. If it is a incorrect, if it is a wrong sentence, then it will automatically be correct, right? So अगर ये man नहीं है तो ये woman होगा. If she is a woman, then she would be automatically man, right? So अगर just look at the particular situation. If both the conclusion are individually wrong, अगर both the conclusion are individually wrong, so इसमें से कोई तो एक होगा ना. So कौन सी सिचुएशन करेक्ट होगी इस सिनेरियो में? आइदर और. सो ऑप्शन नंबर सी वुड बी द राइट आंसर. ठीक है. अब नाउ हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड. देखो यहाँ पे रूल क्या कहता है, इफ सम और नो इज बीन यूज्ड एंड द फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर एंड सेकंड कैरेक्टर आर बीइंग यूज्ड विद इट, and both the particular conclusion are individually wrong. If both the particular conclusion are individually wrong, in that particular scenario either or condition will prevail, either first or second conclusion will prevail. right? So the right option would be option number C, that is if either conclusion 1 or second, right? We can use here, just let us use another abbreviation, that is okay, sum let us take it as sum A or B, no A or B. Okay, so in that particular situation, either first or second conclusion would be right option, right? Moving with the another particular situation, moving with another question. All stones are hammers. All the stones are hammers. So let us draw the Venn diagram. All the stones come under the hammer portion. No hammer is a ring. No hammer is a ring. That means there is no overlapping. Some rings are doors. Some of the rings are doors. And all the doors are windows. All the doors are windows. Okay. I am giving you 10 seconds to solve this question and started the stopwatch for you. Okay. I am just leaving the screen so that question should be very much clear to you. Now you have to answer which of the conclusion are absolutely correct. Some windows are stones. Okay. Some windows are rings. No windows are stone. Some rings are stone. Just write down, just drop down your answers, whatever you are feeling with. Okay, time is up. Time is up. Now, understanding the particular situation, some windows are stone. There is no possible word here, and some windows are stone. There is no relation given directly to us. There is no relation, there is no statement given where we are very sure. So, this particular conclusion would be a wrong conclusion. Second particular conclusion is some windows are rings. Some windows are rings. It is very evident, it is very obvious, it is very clearly being mentioned, and we can clearly see it. No window is a stone. No window is a stone. We are not sure about it. We are not sure about it. Some rings are stone. Some rings are stones. There is no common direct relation, so we can say that is false. So, what would be the right option? Is option B a right answer or option C is a right answer? Is option B a right answer or option C is the right answer? Okay. So, all the students who have given the particular option, that is option number C, their answer is absolutely correct. Why? Just remember, this is independently correct sentence. Then we have the relation, that is some and no is being used, and window and stones are being used. So, I have said that they both are opposite words, and if some A or B, and if A, no A is B is given, and both the sentences are individually wrong, then always either or condition would be prevail in such case. So right option would be option number C. ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखो सम है, यहाँ पे नो है, ठीक है, और सम और नो acts as their opposite meanings. और यहाँ पे देखो object object same, subject subject same, and object object are same. That means either conclusion 1 or 3 along with the conclusion second would be the right one. Next question. All bats are copy. All the bats are copy. Some bats are chairs. Some bats are chairs. Okay. When we are not given with the relation between chairs and copy, then try to avoid the overlapping of both the particular diagrams. यहाँ पे देखो chair और copy में there is no relation directly given. So never overlap both the particular diagrams. Right. There is a possibility, conclusion is there is a possibility that all bats are not copy. Okay. 10 seconds to you. You have to write down your answers first. There is a possibility that all bats are not copy. Is it a right statement? It is a right conclusion. Can we say? No. Why so? Because we have studied earlier as well that conclusion will never violate to the given particular statement. when it is clearly said that all bats are copy? It is clearly mentioned here. So how come possibility would be a correct conclusion? This would be a wrong conclusion. Even with the word possibility, it would be a wrong conclusion because all bats can never are copy, it is clearly said. Second would be, there is a possibility that some bats are chairs. There is a possibility that some bats are chairs. Is it a right option? Is it the right option? Okay, many of the students are answering that second follows, only second follows. But, just take a screenshot of this question. This option is also wrong. Why so? When it is very clearly said that some bats are chairs, it is clearly said, then how come it be a possibility? Something which is very evident, something which is very evident or clearly said, it can never be a possibility. It can never be a possibility. Just understand the situation. Don't worry, I will make you more understand about this particular situation. Suppose you are sitting in a room, you are enjoying your snacks along with watching this particular session, and it's raining outside. It's raining outside, right? And if someone in your family give a statement that it might rain today, or it might be possible that it would be rain today, then that particular conclusion would be a wrong conclusion. Why? जो चीज एविडेंट है, something which is also already happening, already वहां पे rain हो रही है बाहर, it is being clearly seen, and a family member is quoting, is giving a remark that it is a possibility that it might rain today, that conclusion would be a absurd, it could be a false statement. Got it? ठीक है, तो जो चीजें एविडेंट है, क्लियर है, सेड है, ऑलरेडी स्टेटमेंट में गिवन है, वो पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं हो सकती, वो मानना ही पड़ेगा, दैट यू हैव टू ओबे एट एनी कॉस्ट. गॉट इट? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सम डॉग्स आर लॉयंस, सम लॉयंस आर कैट्स. So some dogs are cats, some dogs are lions, and some lions are cats. We are given with the conclusion all dogs are cats is a possibility. All dogs are is a cat. When there is a no direct relation given and there is a word possibility given to us. Possibility defines that it can be, it cannot be. If there is a word possibility, na, so this particular conclusion will always consider a correct conclusion if it is not violating the statement. In the statement, in the statement part, there is a no relation between dogs and cats. तो अगर dogs और cat का direct relation नहीं given है, तो in possibility it would be a right conclusion. Some lions are not dog is a possibility. Some lions are not dog is a possibility. Definitely, it could be a possibility. It could be a possibility because there is a word possibility. If it is not given a word possibility, then it would have been a wrong statement. But यहाँ पे possibility mention है, तो possibility में क्या होता है, एक तरीके से probability होती है, right? It can be, it cannot be. So it could be considered as a true statement. Right answer would be if both conclusion 1 and second would follows. Okay. So we are left with 3 more questions. Okay. Let us do it fast. Some friends are enemies, all enemies are black, some black are white. So let us draw the statement first. Some black friends are enemies. It happens in real life as well. Some friends are enemies as well. Sorry. In general life as well, it happens that some of the friends are very envy of you. They are very hatred. They are very insecure about you. And all enemies are black. All the enemies are black. Some blacks are white. So it would be a general Venn diagram for the given statement. Now come to the conclusion part. All the friends being black, okay, is a possibility. So if it is given in the sentence, it could be a possibility because there is a possibility word here and it is not violating the particular statement part. Second would be all such friends that are not black. All such friends that are not black. That means this particular question can be enemies. this portion can be enemies, right? No, because there is a common intersection portion, this cannot be enemies, right? Enemies can be only portion that is inside the black. So this would be a false statement. Some enemies are white, some enemies are white. It can be, it cannot be happen. We are not sure about it. We are not given any of the direct relation between enemies and white. So if there is no direct relation, it means it is a false statement. Coming with the fourth particular statement, all whites are black is a possibility. All whites are black. All whites are black. It can be possible because there is a word possibility and it is not violating the given statement. So it could be a correct particular conclusion. So right answer would be option number A, 1 and 4. So option number E would be the right answer. What was your answer? Just let me know in the comment section if your answer was totally correct or not. Moving ahead with the second last question of this session. All reds are blues. All the reds are blues. So let us draw this. Some white are blue. So some white are blues. Some white are not 10. Some white are not 10. Okay. Let us draw in such a way. And no black is blue. So suppose this represent the blue and this represent the black. Okay. Come to the conclusion part. You have to answer. Some white which are blue are also 10 is the possibility. Some white, some of the white which are also blue, that means this particular portion we are referring with, this particular portion we are referring with are also 10 is a possibility, right? It can never be a 10 because we are being clearly said that, just a second, some white are not 10. Okay, suppose this particular we represent with some of the white are not 10. Okay, now come to the conclusion part. Some white which are blue, some white which are blue are also 10 is a possibility. It can be possibility, it can be possibility, it could be surety for sure. Some black are not red, some black are not red. Yeah, we are not sure about it. So when we are not sure about it, we can say it would be a false statement, right? Because we are not sure about it. Just a second, it is for blue. Okay, this is for black. Okay, I just misinterpreted. Some black are not red. Okay, this would be a true statement. This would be a true statement because there is no relation between black and red, right? Every red is 10. Every red is 10. So we are not sure about it because there is a overlapping of this particular session and we are sure that some white are not 10. So when we are not sure, we can say this would be a wrong particular diagram. And at last we have some blue which are red. Some blue which are red are also 10 is a possibility. It could be a possibility. So the right option would be first, second and fourth. That is option number B. Right answer would be first, second and fourth are followed. Correct? So this would be the last question of our session for syllogism. Some books are papers. So let us draw the diagram for some books are papers. Some there will be overlapping. Some papers are roads. Some roads are lanes. And some lanes are street. Right. Some streets are not roads. Some streets are not roads. Whenever there is no direct relation given to us, whenever in the statement we are not having any surety about it. When we are not sure about it, this statement would be, it can be, it cannot be. So this would be a false statement. All lanes being books is a possibility. All lanes being book is a possibility. Yes, it could be a possibility because there is a word possibility and there is a no direct relation and it is not violating the given statement. So this would be the right option. All streets being paper, all streets being paper is a possibility. Definitely it can be a possibility. Some roads are definitely books. Some roads are definitely books. We are not sure about it. So right option would be second and third. Right option would be option number E, that is second and third follows. Is it clear? Now, so I think now all your doubts regarding this particular chapter would be get over, and you can do drastically great in your actual assessment examination. All you need practice. Now, how you are going to avail with the practice questions? See, the amount of quality material, the amount of quality resources, the amount of quality teaching that you are getting here, right? Just imagine a situation where we are providing you with a structured code, most structured code. If you ask me if this particular chapter has been completed or not, so as far as your mass recruiter has been concerned, this chapter is completed. But if I talk with regard to the packages of companies which are offering you more than 10 LPA packages, or if I talk with regard to the product based companies, their aptitude test would be not that particular easy. There are much more cases which we have to thought about, which we have to discuss about. Only a few concept, okay, only A or B concept. There are much concept. There are only a few concept, only a some concept, none of the concept. But where we are going to deliver you, where we are going to complete that particular session in the OP classes. What is basically OP classes? Let me make you more understood about this particular situation. What is primarily the OP classes? So we are coming up with this operation placement. What is this operation placement? So in this particular operation placement, we are targeting the upcoming placement placement which is going to start, which is going to commence from the July and August, in which numerous of the companies are coming. So targeting that particular examination, the amount of dedication that you are requiring, we are going to dedicate our time as well. For that matters, we are providing you a full-fledged course where everything would be taught to you as far as your placement examination would be concerned. And for the rest, for the remaining 2-3 months, we will be completing the entire syllabus, so that making you job ready, for making you the placement ready, so that you can crack down any sort of examinations, be it is a product based company or it is a service based companies. We will handhold you and make you learn from very beginning. So what you are getting by availing this particular OP, that is operation placement courses, you are getting a comprehensive course of 80+ hours of live classes, 200+ hours of self-paced lectures, just for you, your practice, so that you enable with the type of questions that are going to come. We are enabling you with the previous year question, that is 1500+ question would be there. Also with the help of generative AI, we will be helping you out in reforming, in updating your resumes, because resume shortlisting is the foremost thing. It is the prior thing that you need to be very aware about it. Then we are also providing you the certification by AICTE approved, right, and mentorship with the top leaders of the industry, that is the industry expert will be mentoring directly to you. And the cohort duration would be 2 to 3 months. So in the upcoming 2-3 months, you will become job ready, you will become placement ready. What this cohort is all about? So only 100 seated would be allotted, and this cohort will directly influence your chances of placement. Your chances of getting placed would be maximized, because in the upcoming particular months, we have dedicated this particular amount of time so that our student do significantly well in their examination. Timings would be 2 to 4 for the Saturday. All the timing slot and sessions are given to you, and also we are providing you live as well as recorded sessions, so that you can interact, you can directly ask your questions, you can directly reach out to us if you are facing any sort of challenges or doubts. This would be modules, different modules, you can take the screenshot of as well, where we will be completing not only the courses but also make you enable in such a way that with the help of tricks you can solve any sort of questions in the aptitude session. right? Also, we will be helping you in upskilling yourself, right, to making you enable with the tech skills, with the type of different computer fundamental subjects, or with regard to the particular coding based questions. Even if you belong to a non-IT background and you want to switch your career to the IT domain, we handhold you, we will make you, we will just provide you the spoon feeding you in such a way that all these particular topics would be completed and you will be ready for your placement. Data structure and algorithm part 2. Then we have core CS concepts, which is being asked multiple times in your actual interview as well as in the technical assessment as well. Then core CS concept, DBMS, OS and CN. And at last you will be directly be mentored with the top industry expert, where they will help you in HR interviews, resume, LinkedIn, everything will be provided. And also this would be the type of certificates that you will be availing after completing of this particular course, right? If you talk with regard to the what would be the price, how much it would cost, so with just effective price of 8,499, you will be availing this particular course. If you need this course, you can drop down your comments in the chat box, or you can reach out to our team. Okay, I will ask my team to drop down the number so that a student can reach out to you and ask for the coupon codes as well. They can avail this particular course, and you can let them know if they are having any sort of queries regarding to the particular courses. Okay, so that was all about this particular course and this particular session. In the upcoming 8 days, in the upcoming 8 classes, we will be targeting the most important topics as far as your placement examinations are concerned. So kindly attend all the sessions, and don't forget to share this particular video in your college groups, in your study groups, or to the other friends whosoever is targeting the placement drives, so that it could be very beneficial for their practice as well as for their preparation. Thank you all the best.